Hi guys, remember the Reform UK candidate who failed a number of times to win a seat? He also tried to bring the UK government to court over the Irish Sea border, even though he voted for it as an MEP, Ben Habib. The same guy who replied absolutely when asked if asylum seekers should be left to drown in the sea. Well, such views are sort of part and parcel of the Reform UK party, but you would be expecting a slightly more humane approach from the Conservatives. But perhaps I'm being too hopeful here. Lord Lucas, a Tory peer, told the Concrete Farmer about his approach to stopping the boats. And perhaps it's even worse than Habib's. Have a listen.
Well, you need rather fewer drones than you need people if you're going to...
Yes.
Don't know where they're launching from. The surveillance capability of a big drone is huge now. We use them extensively in the North Sea. It wouldn't take anything we don't already have to know exactly when people are launching and where they're launching from.
Right. And people think of drones as those small things that you put up at the, on a Saturday afternoon to film your boy playing football or something. But you're presumably talking about slightly bigger, perhaps more well-equipped and even armed drones.
I don't think it would. No, I'm for the job of puncturing, very much thinking of small ones, small disposable drones just buzzing around looking for an opportunity to land on the boat and stick a hole in it.
Right. Oh, okay.
So these are not hard things to wound. Right.
So you're not thinking, because when I read the story, forgive me, I thought that you wanted to perhaps have something that could fire a dart or an arrow of some kind into the dinghy.
I think that might be a bit dangerous. There might be someone got in the way of it.
Right.
No, I'm something that would land on the boat and then just put a hole in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't want to injure anyone. People may drown. People would likely drown, but it's better that they drown than they get injured by a dart or an arrow. No, we don't want to injure anyone. We just want to drown them. So this guy is suggesting that the UK government and Border Force send out drones into the English Channel, and when they find a dinghy crossing the channel, it lands on the dinghy, sticks out a knife, and punctures the dinghy, so it starts to what? It starts to sink. And then what happens? The people drown. But we don't want to injure anyone, so we don't want to have it fire. This is beyond insane. I thought when Ben Habib was talking about, if we let people drown, are we going to let people drown in the sea? Yeah, obviously. Of course. Absolutely. I thought we had reached the limits there. I thought this was the peak of inhumanity. But there are Conservative members of the House of Lords who are saying, yeah, what we need to do is we have drones fly out, find a boat, land on the boat, puncture the boat, and that will stop the boats. In a sense, yes, it would stop the boats. My goodness. Now, later he went on to say about the response he received from members of the House of Lords, which was like, what the hell are you thinking? What the hell are you saying? This is inhumane. And he says, well, we can't allow people to cross this way. We should have some other route. Yes, safe routes. But the Conservatives are against safe routes. I would imagine if you were to ask Lord Lucas, would you be supportive of a safe route to avoid people having to cross the channel in the first place? He would probably say no. And also, his party have been talking about wave machines, talking about sending the Navy into the channels, talking about all sorts of things to stop the boats. Paying the French more to stop the boats. Paying the French to puncture boats in France to stop the boats. It's all about dehumanizing the people, talking about how they deserve to be, drowning in the sea, instead of actually rescuing them. I don't know. I'm dumbfounded. It's almost impossible to respond to this, because you would imagine a member of the House of Lords, at least, would have a little bit of humanity. This isn't some guy down the pub, ranting and raving about immigrants. This is somebody who has been elected to the second chamber, who's part of the decision-making process when it comes to new laws. And he's suggesting that drones be sent to land on dinghies to puncture them, and then completely ignores what happens next. But he has some humanity because he doesn't want to hurt anyone with a flying dart. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.